What up, peoples? It's the Alyork Sports Show. Oh, man, I thank you people for tuning in, man. I love the people for tuning in on the pickup show, man. I appreciate that, man. I really do, man. And make sure y'all go to YouTube, www.dbtv.com. Once again, www.db.com. And subscribe, man. Videos is up. Team Pickup. God bless y'all. My partner DOC, you know how we get down, baby. And man, yeah, man, we doing it, man. We on a new platform. Salute to Jay Styles. Much love to Jay Styles. Just stay who you are, man. That's all I'm gonna tell you, bro. You're a great dude. Stay what you are. Because a lot of people tend to switch up. And I just don't think you're gonna switch up. So we're gonna have a nice run with you, bro. And I want to give a shout out to my cousin Jonette, who always says I never remember you. And she's like my aunt, man. Like, she's been schooling me since a little boy. She wished the best for me. I love you, cousin. I want you to know that. Salute to you. And before I get started, let me give the people some love, man. Let me give y'all a little love, man. You know how I like to do. Salute the East Coast, West Coast, Vegas strong, LES to the death, Alyork Sports Show. You know I got to give it up before I start breaking it down, man. We're going back to the NBA, man. NBA tonight, man. That West Coast shit with LES ones up, man. That's how I do it, man. I can do that West Coast shit, but I gotta throw the L's up while I'm doing it. DOC, you said I can't dance, man. You fucked up, nigga. Cause I'ma show out, nigga, early, man. I'm showing out, man. DB, man, let that motherfucker know, man. You see me do it, man, when I hit you with that merengue shit, nigga. Y'all niggas know I give it up, man. Real old school West Coast shit. Salute the Ice Cream for this one. Yeah, let's get started, man. Before people think I'm here to make y'all laugh, man. I'm here to work, man. That's what I do, man. AKA let me work. Alyork Sports. We jumping right back into the NBA. NBA opens up tonight. We got two big games tonight. We got the 76ers at Boston Celtics. Two franchises from the 70s, 80s that were dominant. Starting to revamp themselves because they hit a wall, both of them. I mean, when Boston and 76ers wasn't in no competitive field or whatever, basketball wasn't the same, man. I mean, I'll be honest with you, at least for me being an old school cat. Now, the young niggas is different. They grew up on LeBron James and them. I grew up with Larry Bird, you know what I'm saying, Julius Erving, you know what I mean, Michael Jordan, James Worthy, Abdul-Jabbar, Artis Gilmore, all of them, man. Now we got these two franchises battling for the top spot. Basketball is lovely again, man. Today's topic, instead of just jumping into the NBA, but let me give you game two. Game one is 76ers at Boston. Game two is OKC at Dub Nation. And you already know who's going to win that game, but salute to Westbrook. Westbrook's going to go off like he always do, man. Paul George, help out, man. Let me get to the top. This is my subject of the day. My top 6 NBA teams. Now, I'm going to go from 6 all the way down to 1, who I think is basically going to win again this year. And y'all kind of got an idea, but let me do it my way. I got 3 Eastern Conference teams, 3 Western Conference teams. And my 6th seed team of this top 6 is the Philadelphia 76ers. And let me run through this, man. I got to work quick, man. They added Mike Muscala. And Wilson Chandler, I think, came in late last year. But they lost 2 key pieces. They lost Marco Bellinelli and Ilyasova, who could can threes from all over. And that is going to hurt them because they only real shooter is J.J. Redick. And when you had Bellinelli and Ilyasova coming off the bench, now they got Dario Saric who can hit. But these guys is just on a jump. Like, you just hit them all. Whoop, especially Bellinelli. Bellinelli can from anywhere. And I think they took a step back because they lost those shooters. Now they're going to need Markelle Fultz to step up, the #1 overall pick. Because this dude's been like, yo, MIA, man. Somebody got to look for him, man. Because Markelle Fultz, you going #1, dog, and you ain't show up last year. I understand you had injury issues, but you better show up for the 76ers. Let me give you their starting 5 before I move to my #5 team. They're going to start Ben Simmons, who's going to be the next LeBron James in my book. He's going to have to develop a shot, though, if he really want to be like James, because he can throw with both hands, crazy looks, but he's got to hit the jumper. He's got to develop one sooner than later. Then you got J.J. Redick, who's definitely a jump shooter. You know what I mean? You got Wilson Chandler on one side, Dario Saric on the other side, and Joel Embiid in the middle. Embiid's another guy. If he could avoid injury, the further they can go. That's my 6. Let me make this quick. My 5th team is the Toronto Raptors. I wanted to put them like a little higher, but I can't because I don't know if Kawhi Leonard is all in. And I won't know till the season starts. And if he was all in, let's say he signed a 4-year pack, I would have put them number 3. Because then I know he playing, he laying it out, he don't care injury, whatever. I think he's going to coast through this year. He want to avoid injury so that he could get this big contract. And you already know how that goes, man. He might go, I'm thinking he's going to the Clippers, you know, go with Doc Rivers and sign a max deal. But I really hope he stays in Toronto. Toronto could really use Kawhi Leonard for the next 5-6 years, man. And that city really needs them, man. They just let go of DeMar Rose and Kawhi, man. Do that city a favor and stay over there, man. And they picked up Danny Green and Greg Monroe, who would help them off the bench, a big center. Monroe's been declining the last couple years, but he's still a present. You know what I'm saying? He's still a present. And, you know, Toronto just got to step it up, man. Let me give you their starting 5. You're going to have Kyle Lowry, Danny Green on the other side, where they picked up from San Antonio, Jonas Vulasini, however you say that last name, Russian cat, Kawhi Leonard, and OG Anunoby. And these guys come with these crazy names, and they put me in the spot because I can't pronounce for a motherfucker. So that's the 5th team. The 4th team is the Los Angeles Lakers. And the reason why, because they're still very young, and they got to build their chemistry. There's a lot that has to happen before I put them at number 2 or number 1. You know, the fact that you got LBJ, best player in the league. You picked up Rajon Rondo, one of the best looking point guards as far as passing the ball. Can't shoot, but he can pass the hell out of the ball. And, you know, Rondo's good at going coast to coast, too. Don't sleep on that, man. With the fake back pass, you know, give it up. You know, Rondo's a great fit for them. Lance Stevenson's also a great fit because he gives them toughness. The toughness they're going to need. And my man DOC, man, JaVale McGee. I don't know why he like McGee. McGee's just a mediocre center. But I see what he see. He's got a lot of potential. He does go in, and he gets it in when he's in there. But he just got to start clowning around because Shaq was clowning him all last year because he's dunking the ball, the rim is blocking him. You know, you can't be doing dumb shit like that, JaVale. But let me move over. They got the young boys, Alonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, Josh Hart. They definitely gonna develop with LeBron James, which would be a beautiful thing. And they starting 5 is gonna be LBJ. They're gonna have LBJ starting. They got KCP, Rajon Rondo, JaVale McGee, and Brandon Ingram, which is a solid 5, but I got them ranked for number 4. My number 3 team that's ranked is the Boston Celtics. You know, you figured Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward was basically out the whole playoffs. You add those 2 back, to me, those were the 2 best players. You know, now people would fight. People would say Tatum had moved up to maybe number 2, Jaylen Brown number 3. You can't forget Al Horford. Al Horford was big all last year, but I still think Kyrie would be their best player, their go-to guy when it's all said and done. And Gordon Hayward, if that leg is fixed 95% of what it was, he will contribute, especially with Stevens, where he used to play with Stevens in college. You understand what I'm saying? In Butler. So I love that chemistry. They can only improve. And, you know, they starting 5 is going to be Kyrie Irving. They might move Tatum up to a 2. Al Horford, Jaylen Brown, and Gordon Hayward. But they can flip and put Rozier in there number 2 and maybe take Hayward out the starting lineup. I don't know how Stevens is going to do it, but Boston is a team to be reckoned with, man. And my second best team is the Houston Rockets. Now, I know a lot of y'all might say, you know, they lost Trevor Ariza. They lost Ryan Anderson. I understand that. But, you know, it all depends on what Melo brings to the table. My man DOC goes, Melo sucks. Melo's done. I hate to say this because I hate having to count on Carmelo, especially how he sold out last year. But then again, you know, Westbrook, it's hard to play with Westbrook. But if he doesn't show up this year with Chris Paul giving him them open looks, then he's done, man. He's done. And I hope he's in the gym working out, man, because he can't be looking all skinny like non-cut up. Only guy that get away with that skinny, non-cut up shit, you know what I'm saying, is Kevin Durant. But Melo, man, you gotta go to the gym, get right, man. Get in shape. Act like you want this, man. Prepare for the game, man. LeBron does it. Even the young boy Tatum does it. CP3's in the gym. Get in the gym, man, and get right, man. So you can start producing and, you know, and basically make your career last longer, man. It all depends on what Melo does, because you know what you're getting out of CP3, James Harden, Clint Capella's improving every day. They still got PJ Tucker. And let me give you their starting five. Their starting five is going to be James Harden, Chris Paul, Melo Anthony. It might be Marquise Chris that they picked up from Phoenix, or it might be PJ Tucker with Clint Capella as center. So they definitely 2 or 3. They got the talent all through the ball. I'm not a fan of Dan Antoni, but Dan Antoni did a real great job last year, and I got them number 2. And number 1, of course, Dub Nation once again. Then you have Boogie Cousins, man. I know, you know, a lot of people say Boogie ain't going to play the midseason. What are you telling me? They're not going to hold a fourth down for the first half of the season with 4 potential Hall of Famers? Are you guys crazy? Then you add Boogie into the mix. All Boogie got to do is stay within the system. As long as he don't act a fool and act like he don't want to participate in what they doing, believe me, they're going to win another 2 championships. I'm going to say 1 for sure, because KD might be out of there by the end of the year. That's another story I got to talk about. But when you add Boogie Cousins, you know what I'm saying? And they picked up Jonas Jerebbenko, who used to play with the Pistons, who's a nice backup. This is a guy that's going to come off the bench and give the minutes. Yes, they lost JaVale McGee, and they lost a couple other guys, but they wasn't really important. You know what I'm saying? They still got, you know, AI, Andre Iguodala. They still got the 4 Hall of Fame and futures in their prime. I mean, it's almost unfair, man. It really is, man. And I don't think they're going to get bumped this year unless they get a severe injury to one of the future 4 Hall of Famers, which everybody been wishing every year, and it just doesn't happen. So there go your top 6. I'm going to go from 1 to 6 now. I got Golden State, Houston Rockets, Boston Celtics, LA Lakers, Toronto Raptors, and the Philadelphia 76ers. This is the Alyork Sports Show. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I love y'all, man. And just continue to show love, man. Like I said, salute to the East Coast, West Coast, big and strong, LES to the death, the Pickup Show, www.dtv.com, www.ddtv.com. Make sure you guys go into YouTube, press that in. Y'all gonna get all the new shows. Like I said, man, we gonna bring the drama to y'all. Subscribe to Alyork Sports. Subscribe to that, and I'm gonna hit y'all with more and more goodies. Y'all know how I get it in. So show me love so I can kick it right back to y'all. 100 Alyork Sports. Love y'all.